What does it really mean when someone says, this is made in USA? What does it mean? It's not what you think it means. Everyone thinks made in USA means it's got to be made here. Partly true, but more importantly, it's an economic formula. The Federal Trade Commission specifically says that 95% of the cost associated with producing this product has to be borne on this soil. It's an economic condition that we're following, which means, I'll give you an example. We make candles, right? And when we make the candles, we have to buy the wick. The cotton comes from overseas. The zinc that's inside of it that holds the bottom comes from overseas in bulk. The Federal Trade Commission says you bring this in bulk and you manufacture it here. The 95% of the cost of making that wick has to be borne on this soil, which means that you're paying the warehouse guys, the real estate taxes, the garbage cleaning, the facilities, the insurance, the electric bill, everything associated with making that wick, even though the cotton is coming from overseas and the zinc is coming from overseas, it's still made in USA because most of the cost was borne here. But think about the wax. Where does the wax come from? It's a paraffin wax. Paraffin wax comes from petroleum. It's from overseas again. It comes in bulk, we process it here, and we then create the paraffin wax. The same thing with the labels. The labels are the papers brought bulk here and we print it here. Every piece, let's look at fragrance for example. Guys, there's no saffron grown in this country. You know that, what do you call some of the fragrances like orange blossom? We don't grow it in this country. We just don't. Where does vanilla come from? Not from here. So the essential oils, the actual oil, comes from overseas. There's a place in Mount Olive, New Jersey, that's a massive factory that the components come in, and then they create the final essential oil by taking the vanilla, the tobacco, the this, the that, whatever they take, they put it together and they create the essential oil, which means it's made in USA. That is the true definition. So the controlling factor is 5% can be brought from outside and then still assembled here, meaning you can buy a component that is completely finished somewhere else as long as it doesn't exceed 3 to 5%. It's actually higher than that, but we, Thompson Ferrier, because we say that we are made in USA brand, we hold it to about a 5%. Think about it. Even if our facility, the warehouse facility that we have, we still have to get the oil, get the wax, bring the boilers. We buy everything in a made in USA, still we make it in USA here. 1 or 2 pieces, if they come from overseas, that is the tolerance that's allowed. So made in USA, the perception that nothing can be coming from outside this country is actually false. So the idea is to leave the dollars, the production dollars have to be here. That's the whole idea of made in USA. Meaning you got to pay the real estate taxes, you got to pay the overhead, the heating, the electric, the insurance, the garbage cleaning, the unemployment, the social security. All those fees have to be borne in this country. So that dollar continues circulating in this country. So that is the true meaning of made in USA.